Hey guys, it's Bryony. So today I'm doing my what I wore this month video and my period talk video together. I decided to now combine these two videos just because at the moment my cycles are a bit shorter because of the change in my diet to going plant-based, and as a result it means I haven't got as many slots now between my period vlogs to do these other videos like cloth pad reviews, menstrual cup reviews, any of your guys' requests. So I figured if I did this and combined these two videos, you'd still get to see them, but it would also mean I'd have more time during the weeks to be able to do other videos. So anyway, it's a bit different today. We'll try this out and see how it goes, but let me know if you guys don't like it and I can always switch it up. I'm really sorry there wasn't a video up on Friday, guys. I got a call from someone who's working with a friend of mine to say that she'd been taken ill and I had to go and pick up her kids. So needless to say, it was a bit hectic on Friday and I had literally no time to do any sort of video or even think about it. But I'm sure you can all understand. Anyway, moving on to the video. So here is what I wore this month in cloth pads. The only menstrual cup I used was my Ruby cup, but it's currently sterilising, so I can't show it to you. I had a lot of issues. If you watched my period vlog this month, you'll have known that I had found it quite painful. Like I had a lot of pain around the outside of my vagina and I couldn't insert a menstrual cup. It was just too painful. It was like a burning sensation. And it didn't matter like how many I tried, and I was actually just leaving to go on to do a ballet audition and I knew I couldn't like be sore down there or cause myself any more discomfort, so I just stuck on a pair of Thinx underwear, which I haven't actually got here. I thought I picked up. I used both my Thinx underwear as well. And I just thought, you know what, I'll do that and see how it was, and it was actually fine, so that was great. My periods really aren't that heavy, so it's never usually a problem. But anyway, moving on to overnight pads. So I used 3 overnight pads this month. So I used my Orgo pads, which is a 13.5 inch. I used my That Pink Sack, I think. I don't know if she exists anymore, but this is a 12 inch flannel topped. I don't really like flannel, but flannel topped pad. And then finally I used the Orgo pads square style, also 13.5 inches. That's postpartum pads, but they're really comfy and squishy and just good for overnight use. Moving on to daytime, I used this bunch here. So by the 3rd day of my period, I was able to use a menstrual cup. That's when I put in my Ruby cup, which is nice and soft and has no grip rings or anything on it to like irritate the outside of your vagina, and that was really good for me this month. But anyway, I used the 12 inch Creations by 5 minky topped pad. I used my cotton topped Creations by 5 pad with one of my favourite prints, which I like to call, In the Countryside. It's just absolutely gorgeous. You'll see it in a lot of my what I wore this month videos because I wear it so often, as I do with this pad, which is my 12 inch Terra pads, Pro Cool Wicking Jersey topped. I like longer pads on my moderate days and periods. If I'm slouching in bed, I like to know I'm covered from front to back. I don't mind the feeling of wearing a nappy. If I don't want to feel like I've got anything on, I tend to put a menstrual cup in if I can. I wore my Sweet Pea Creations, I think this is a 10 inch cotton topped. I really like this print, despite the fact I don't like bees. I just love this print. I wore my Environmental 8.5 inches, or it's actually a weird size because she does it in centimetres. This is a bamboo velour top pad. They're really thin though because they're cotton backed. I wore my Willow Tree cloth, I think it's Willow Tree cloth. No, Tortoise Wings, sorry, not Willow Tree. Tortoise Wing Things cloth pad, the curvy style one that I have, which is bamboo velour topped, really soft. I think that's 10 inches. And finally, my Mimi's Dreams Old Faithful. I like to call this one Mimi's Dreams 10 inch pad. This pad was one of the, I think this was actually in the first cloth pad kit I ever bought when I first started out, and I still use it now because it's just such a good all-rounder. It's actually even got the stitches through the back. She doesn't do that anymore because it can cause wicking. I never had that problem, but it's just a really simple, like rounded edge, like almost like a store-bought pad style cloth pad with this lovely print, the stars, and it's very dark. You don't see the stains or anything on it. And I wear this one quite frequently, and it just folds up so good as well. Like if you want to put it in your bag for something for going out, then like it just folds up so nicely. So if I always get asked which cloth pad I'd recommend for a starter, Mimi's Dreams, they are fantastic, and you know, especially for teenagers, just they cover a whole range, and they're just a really good basic pad that just cover any, I don't know what I'm trying to say, but you can get the picture. It's a very good pad. Moving on to my panty liners, I didn't use any light flow pads this time, I don't think. From looking at this, no I didn't, I just used panty liners, so I'll go straight into them. I used my moderate days. It was reasonably painful this month. I mean, still not severe pain. I haven't had severe pain since I went plant-based, but it was more like a normal period pain this month. I just took, I did have some heat packs on, and I also took some CBD cream and stuff for a bit, but it wasn't quite enough to stop the pain, so I did have to take a small amount of ibuprofen, but that did actually easily sort the pain out, so that was fine at least. But it was a bit more painful this month, and I'm not too sure why. But I think maybe I had too much oil or something, so I'll cut back on that. Anyway, this is the Tortoise Wing Things 8-inch panty liner, cotton topped. Tortoise Wing Things 6.5 inch, I think. It looks a bit smaller than 7 inches, cotton top panty liner. This one is slightly pilled, I'm not entirely sure why. It's a very, very soft cotton. It might actually be cotton jersey, that might be why. But 6.5 inches. This is an Emilla Pads panty liner. This is a Baba's Mum panty liner. For some reason, this one decided to stain this month. I mean, it is blue, but it doesn't usually stain this pad, so that was a bit bizarre. So that one, I used 2 Essence of Eve Bamboo Velour super flexible panty liners. I used a Novel Red narrow style panty liner, Pink Lemonade Shop Minky panty liner, 6 inches I think that one is, and then an old style Precious Stars terry toweling one, and then another old style Precious Stars cotton topped panty liner. This one I actually originally made for my mum, but she has stopped menstruating now, so I sort of taken back some of her pads. And actually one time I was at her house, and I think, oh, I know what it was. I was at her house at some point during my period, and I needed a new panty liner. I didn't have one, so I borrowed one off of her, but I think I'm now going to keep this one because I really, really like the print. Anyway, that's it for my pads this month. But my period itself was the same 5 days, same pattern, heavy, moderate, light, spotting, in that order for the days. But yeah, it was just a little bit more painful than expected originally. And I had that pain kind of on the outside of my vagina that I wasn't expecting to get. But I didn't have any cravings or anything, and I didn't feel sore anywhere. So that was just a bit weird. I'm not entirely sure why it was like that. It didn't last. I think by the 3rd day I was fine. But I think I might have tried to insert my Lena cup a bit too viciously, and that's got quite strong grip rings on it, which is easy to get out, but then obviously putting it in, it can maybe cause some irritation. That might have been what happened with me on that one. But anyway, that's what I wore this month, guys, and that's what happened this month, my period. Not particularly eventful, just a little bit more painful than usual. And also I had that irritation around my vaginal opening, but other than that, it was completely fine. So thank you so much for watching, guys. Don't forget you can get cloth pads and menstrual cups from my website down below, Precious Stars. I have also just restocked the Lunette cups and the Melina cups for those of you who are waiting for that. I know there are a lot of you for wait for those things, along with the lubricant and some of the menstrual cup accessories. But thank you for watching. Please subscribe, and I will see you soon. Bye bye.